Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 31.
Watson looks to throw again. It's complete to Fuller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Let's go, let's go.
To the air yet again, Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Hey, 31. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go one more.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Dunn able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
19! Mike, watch the run. They're running it.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Where's that? 19! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! We own it! We own it! Check, 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 check! Check! 24 is down, he's coming!
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
53, Mike. I'm coming! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to throw, Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Man, you know you can't challenge that shit. I don't know. Ain't nothing to, they said ain't nothing to challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Mike 53, you ain't going nowhere.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a move. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down now. It's Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. We're now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Well, this defensive pressure.
Man, I'm about to take my ass to sleep, man. I done cut your ass twice tonight.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills.